officially inaugurated at the joint parliamentary group meeting of ODM party and UDA party held at the KCB grounds in Karen. During this meeting, the committee outlined its scope of mandate in guiding the implementation of the issues Kenyans had raised in the street protests of 2023-2024 that culminated in the Gen Z uprising, where unfortunately lives were lost, many were injured, and there was destruction of property. During this time, the country was on the brink of the precipice. There was a state of suspended animation and nothing was working. It took the bold and selfless decision by our country's foremost political leaders, His Excellency President William Ruto, and the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, may his soul continue to rest in peace, to put differences aside and put the country first. The 10-point agenda signed by the two party leaders, His Excellency, the President Dr. William Samoei Ruto, UDA party, and the late Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga ODM party in March of 2025, together with the report by the National Dialogue Committee, Nadco, formed the basis of our engagement. This is a national as well as political exercise. It not only touches on the issues from the two mentioned political parties, but if you look across all the parties and all the issues, if you look at all of the 10-point agenda and the Nadco report, indeed, it concerns us all as Kenyans. It is aimed at unifying the nation, bridging the existing intergenerational gaps, ensuring equality and equitable distribution of resources, dignity for human life, respect for the rule of law, among others. The process is spearheaded and closely monitored by the two political parties under the Memorandum of Understanding that the two leaders signed. It is unfortunate that the key person in this process, the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, departed from us, but his spirit continues to drive and motivate the process. The agenda of the committee, as well as laying the framework for our engagement. During the period, we have had meetings with various government and non-governmental organizations with the aim of gathering information as well as acquainting us with the useful content that will form part of our final report to be presented to the two principals, His Excellency, the President, Dr. William Ruto, and the new party leader of ODM party, Senator Dr. Oburu Oginga, at the end of our term in office, and specifically on the 7th of March, when we are meant to give the report. In the evening of last year, we had a retreat at a hotel in Machakos County, which was facilitated by our partner, the Center for Multi-Party Democracy, CMD, in early December. This retreat gave us time to reflect on our task and what is needed for us, considering the whole country is awaiting the outcome of our engagements. Rightly so, I think, because this engagement will allow us to give an overarching information to the whole of the nation about where we are in a process that we are all engaged in. That is the Nadco report itself and the 10-point agenda in addressing the implementing position, the challenges that might come across, where we are, addressing how best can we move forward, so that at the end of the day, the Nadco report and the 10-point agenda is not just a statement that has been put out there, but it's a reality that we can continue going to look back at and assess where we are and keep improving ourselves as the nation seeks to attain what is in the Nadco report of November 2023 and the 10-point agenda. Since then, we have had meetings with government ministries, state departments, government agencies, constitutional commissions, human rights bodies, and civil society organizations. These include a meeting with the CS for National Treasury, Honorable John Badi, a meeting with the Head of Public Service, Mr. Felix Koskei, the Principal Secretary for Justice, Human Rights and Constitutional Affairs, Madam Judith Pareno, the National Gender and Equality Commission, the Kenya National Commission on Human Rights, the Council of Economic Advisors, and the National Cohesion and Integration Commission. We have also held meetings with Cabinet Secretary for Water, Sanitation and Irrigation, Engineer Eric Murithi Muga, and the Controller of Budget, Dr. Margaret Nyakango, and her team. This morning, the committee had engagements with the National Police Service Commission, where we had fruitful discussion on matters to do with human rights and the freedom of association under Article 37 of the Constitution of Kenya. We also had a meeting with the Principal Secretary for the State Department of Parliamentary Affairs in the Office of the Prime Cabinet Secretary. Her name is Ms. Aurelia Rono. These engagements are ongoing, and in them, we are gathering very useful insights that will help this country move forward. In all these engagements, we are going to specific areas as implementing organizations that we are moving to in the Nadco report, and issues that have and what to be addressed, to see the progress for these and have discussions across these. So these engagements that are going on are going to be very useful for us to collect our data and present the status quo of the implementation of the Nadco report 2023 and the 10-point agenda. Beginning next month, we shall move on to a very important part of our work as a committee, and that's the countrywide stakeholder engagements, where we intend to meet Kenyans right in the grassroots to listen to them, because this is an inclusive process and we want everybody to come on board at the various levels to talk about the Nadco report and 10-point agenda and their assessment of its implementation. We'll be able there to exchange ideas and seek the recommendations on the Kenya that we want. These stakeholder forums will be held in all countries' 8 regions, beginning with Mombasa for the coastal counties on Monday, 2nd February